Shri Parashakti Vidyala CBSE Class 7th Subject English.
Good morning, my dear students. The previous session you have attended English online test well. So hope you are studied the first two lessons in English grammar book. So hereafter, whenever we given the instruction and the portion, you study well and write the exam good. Okay. Then we have completed fourth unit poem already. So in this class, we are going to see lesson 4 in your textbook. The topic is the ashes that made trees bloom. Okay. Shall we start? All of you take your textbook and take page number 55. Dear students, take page number 55 in your textbook. The topic, the ashes that made trees bloom. So they given the general outline. Listen. This is a story about an honest and hardworking old couple and their pet dog. Because they has no children. Okay. The neighbors are troublesome and the dog dies a sad death. The spirit of the dog gives solace and support to his master in unexpected ways. So what are the ways the spiritual of the dog benefited the master? We can see in the story because of their honesty and hard work. So of course we know about the greediness of the neighbors. That also we can see in this lesson. Okay. Shall we start? In the good old days of Demas, there lived an old couple whose only pet was a little dog. Having no children, they loved it so it were a baby. The old dam made the question of blue crab, and at the melted mugo, for that was its name, would sit on the sun as any cat. The kind people fed the pet with tidbits of fish from their own chopsticks and all the boiled rice it wanted. Thus treated, the dumb creature loved its protector like a being with a soul. So already we know the old couple, the such a lovable couple. They are very hardworking and honest, but they has no children. So that's why they kept the dog Moko as there. They treated it as their child. Okay, they given the everyday the boiled rice with the fish chopsticks. So all the what are the things wanted to the dog, it all made by them. Okay, the old man being a rich farmer went daily with the hoe or spade into the fields, working hard from morning until Oteno, some as the sun is called, had gone down behind the hills. So they are very hardworking from the morning to till the evening or night. Some days they are very hardworking. But so what are the things they want? Or it also they given for the Mogo. Okay, such a lovable couple, such a lovable pet dog. So what we can see in the next page. Take page number 56. Every day the dog followed him to work, never once harming white heron, and walked in the footsteps of the old man to pick the worms. For the old fellow was patient and kind to everything that had laid, and often turned up the sword on the purpose to give food to the birds. One day the dog came running to him, putting his paws against his legs and motioning with his head to some spot behind. The old man first thought the pet was only playing and did not mind it, but the dog kept whining and running to fro for some minutes. Then the old man followed the dog a few yards to a place where the animal began a lively scratching. Thinking it was possibly a buried bone or bit of fish, the old man struck his hoe in the earth, when lo, a pile of gold gleamed before him. So one day, the dog came running to his master. It motioned him to some place, began the place. So first he did not bother about that. So he thought it may be playing. But after that also it shows again the same place. The old man followed Moko to the place where it began to scratch. The old man used his hoe to dig. He started to dig the earth. First he thought it may be um, a any fish piece or any food. But he found a lot of gold there. The old couple became rich. So what happened? We can see in the next page. Take page number 57. Thus is an hour. The old couple were made rich. The good souls bought a piece of land, made a feast for their friends, and gave plentifully to their poor neighbors. As for the dog, they petted him till they nearly smothered him with kindness. Now, in the same village, there lived a wicked old man and his wife, not a bit sensitive and kind, who had always kicked and scolded all the dogs whenever any passed their house. Hearing of the neighbors' good luck, they coaxed the dog into their garden and set before the bits of fish and other dainties, hoping he would find treasure for them. But the dog, being afraid of the cruel pair, would neither eat nor move. So, after they get a goal, they found a lodge of gold there. So the old couple became rich suddenly. They bought land, hosted a party to their friends, and gave generously to the poor neighbors in that village. So in the same village, there lived a old man and the wife. They are very jealousy people. So they are unkind to all the dogs. When they hear of any uh, sound of the dog, they will cruel to them. So they thought the Moko only given the this much gold and all the treasure to the old couple. So he also called one day the Moko and given some bit of fish. So then only it will given the place of treasure to the wicked couple. But it get fear and it ran away. Okay. Then they dragged him out of doors, taking a spade and hoe with them. No sooner had the dog got near the pine tree growing in the garden than he began to paw and scratch the ground as if the mighty treasure lay beneath. Quick! So one day they call the Mugo the same way, and on the time it's so the same thing. It shows on particular place. So now they try to watch. It may be a treasure by the old wicked people. Quick, wife, hand me the spade and hoe, cried the greedy old fool, and as he danced with joy. He must have thought it should be a treasure. Then the covetous of old fellow with a spade and the old crone with a hoe began to trick, but there was nothing but a dead kitten, a smell of which made them drop their tool and shut their noses. The furious at the dog, the old man kicked and beat him to the death, and the old woman finished the work, nearly chopping off his head with a sharp hoe. They then flung him to the hole and heaped the earth over the scratches. The owner of the dog heard of death of the pet dog, the mourning for him as he had seen the old child, and went at night under the pine tree. So they are such a lovable couple. They have the pet dog Muho. So it given the treasure for their honesty and hard work. But at the same time, the old wicked people, they also want the same type of treasure, but it can't show. It not like to show them. So that's why they kill the dog. Okay. So now it after hear the news of the old loving couple, they are very sad after hear that. Okay. So the owners mourn the pet. They are very sad at the end. Take page number 60. Part 1 has completed. Now part 2. Not long after that, the good old man dreamed again. The spirit of the dog spoke to him, telling him to how the wicked people had burned to the mill made from the pine tree. Take the ashes of the mill, sprinkle them on the withered trees, and they will bloom again, said the dog spirit. The old man awoke and went at once on his wicked neighbor's house, where he found the miserable old pair sitting the edge of their square fireplace, in the middle of the floor, smoking and spinning. From the time they warmed their hands and feet, the blaze from the some bits of mill. So it means again, after the first part, again the old man had a dream. In the dream, it said about the spirit of their pet dog told them to take the ashes of the mill, spread into the withered pine trees. After that, he assured they would be bloom again. Okay. Take page number 59. So the old man chopped down the tree and cut off The middle of trunk is a section about 2 feet long with a great labor, partly by fire, partly by the chisel. He scraped out a hollow space as big as a small bowl. He then made a long-handled hammer of wood, such as it used for pounding rice. When the New Year's time drew near, he wished to make some rice pastry. When the rice was all boiled, Granny put into the mortar. The old man lifted his hammer to pound the mass into duck, and the blows fell heavy and fast till the pastry was all ready for baking. Suddenly, the whole mass turned into the heap of gold coin when the old woman took the hand mill and filling with the beans began to grind. The gold dropped like rain. So the owner done what is he sought and what are the dream he had in that night day. So soon the farmer made all the hollow place to the tree trunk, everything he done. He with his wife made a hammer of wood and pounding rice. They packed the pastry and suddenly the whole mass changed into the gold coins. So now, meanwhile, the envious neighbor peeped at the window when boiled beans were being ground. Goody me, cried the old hag as he saw the each dripping of sauce turning into the yellow gold, until in a few minutes the tube under the mill was full of shining mass gold. So the old couple were rich again. The next day, the streaky and wicked neighbor came and borrowed the mortar and magic mill. They filled one with boiled rice and the other with beans. Then the old man began to pound, the woman to grind. But at the first blow and turn, the pastry and sauce turned into the full mash of warmth. Still more angry at this, they chopped the mill into pieces to use firewoods. So after the moss changed into the gold coins, the whole moss, all the things changed into the gold coins is noted by the neighbor people. The jealous of old neighbor noticed everything. It means the bean chars turning into the gold. So they also done the same thing. The old couple were rich after done the old couple, they are very rich again. So the wicked people, they also did the same, but their passion and resource turned into the worms. So they destroyed the mill and borrowed the old couple and burned it. It only used for the firewood. Okay, take page number 58. He set up some bamboo tubes in the ground, such as are used before tombs, in which he put fresh flowers. Then he laid a cup of water and tray of food on the grave, and burned several costly sticks in the incense. He mourned a great while over his pet, calling him many dear names, as if he were alive. The night, the spirit of the dog appeared to him. In a dream, it said, "Cut down the pine tree over my grave and make from it a mortar for your rice pastry and a mill for your bean sauce." So in that time, the owner of Mugo mourned for the pit. They put flowers and water on its tomb. So one day, that night, the spirit of Muko appeared to the old farmer in the dream. It asked him to cut down the pine tree over its grave, make a mortar for rice pastry and a mill for his bean sauce. So soon, the old farmer made it. Okay, page number 61. So some bits of mill, while beginning them, lay a pile of broken pieces. The good old man humbly asked for the ashes, though the courteous couple turned up their nose at him and scolded him as he were a thief. They let him fill his basket with the ashes. On coming home, the old man took his wife into the garden. It being winter, their favorite cherry tree was bare. He sprinkled the pinch of ashes on it, and lo, it sprouted blossoms until it became a cloud of pink blooms which perfumed the air. The news of the filled the village, and everyone ran to see the wonder. The couple also heard, the jealousy couple also heard the story, and gathering up the remaining ashes to the mill, kept them to make the withered trees bloom. The kind of old man hearing is a lot, the Daimo, then it means it is the name of the place. was to pass along the high road near that place. The old man passed some bosses to the mill, so they spread all the ashes to that. It suddenly blooms. It is a beautiful flower with a cherry tree. The tree was covered with blossoms. The greedy wicked couple they also gathered the remaining ashes to the wooden mill. On that way, one old man crossing on that road. What happened? We can see in the next page. Page number 62. Near the village, said to see him taking his basket of ashes. As the train approached, he climbed up to the old withered cherry tree that stood by the wayside. Now, in the days of Dimas, it was a custom when their lord passed by for all the loyal people to shut their high windows. They even pastured them fast with a slip of paper so as not to commit the impertination of looking down on his lordship. All the people along the road would file upon their hands and knees to remain prostrate until the procession passed by. The train drew near on the tall, competent man marched ahead, crying out to the people by the way, "Get down on your knees, get down on your knees." And everyone kneeled down and while the procession was passing. So suddenly the leader of the van caught sight of the aged man up in the tree. He was about to call out him in the angry tone, but seeing there was shock on the old people, he pretended not to notice him and passed him by. So when the palanquin drew near, the old man taking the pinch of ashes from his basket, scratched it over the tree. In a moment, it burst into blossom. The delighted Daimo ordered the train to be stopped and got out to see the wonder. Calling the old man to him, he thanked him to order the presents of silk robe, sponge cake, fans, and other rewards to given him. He even invited him to his castle. So the old man went gleefully home to share his joy with the dear old wife. So on the time the wealthy landlord of the village was passed to the road. Already I said, according to the custom, the people had to shut up their high windows. So nobody was allowed to look down to the lordship, but they also kept upon their hands and knees until the procession passed by. So now the tall man marched ahead, asking the people to get down on their knees. But the good old man did not kneel down. Instead of he scratched a bit of ashes over the withered cherry tree. Suddenly it burst into the blossom. So the landlord got up to see the wonder. He thanked the old man and offered him presents and also invited him to the castle. So it made the neighbors very jealousy again. Okay, what happened at the end we can see. At last, take page number 63. But when the greedy neighbor heard of it, he took some of the magic ashes and went down on the highway. There he awaited until a Daimo's train came along, and instead of kneeling down like the crowd, he climbed the withered cherry tree. When the Daimo himself was almost directly under him, he threw a handful of ashes over the tree, which now did not change the particle. The wind blew the fine dust and noses, eyes of the Daimo and his wife. Such a sneezing and choking, it spoiled all the pomp and dignity of the procession. The man whose business it was to cry, "Get down on your knees," seized the old fool by the collar, dragged him from the tree, and trampled him to his ass basket into the ditch by the road. Then, beating him soundly, he left him for dead. Thus, the wicked old man died in the mud, but the kind friend of the dog dwelt into the peace and plenty, and both he and his wife lived to a green old age. So at last, when the greedy neighbor heard of it, he also took the magic ashes to the highway. But what happened? He waited until the landlord's train come along. Instead of kneeling down like the crowd, he climbed the withered cherry tree the same like when the landlord was directly under him. He threw the handful of ashes over him. What happened? The tree showed no changes. So it only made up dust, rather blow into the nose and eyes of the lordship. So the man was very angry who was escorting the lord, dragged into the greedy man from the tree and threw him to the ditch. So he also beat him soundly. What happened? The greedy man was thus died in the mud. The kind owner of Mogu lived happily to a green old age. So that's all, my dear students. So what you learn? The honesty and hardworking never fail. So don't be greedy or jealous. So what are the things we are have? Just happy with that. Don't jealous about other people. So that is a moral of the story. Such a beautiful story written by William Elliot Giraffe. So it happened in 19th century in Japan. Okay, I hope you all understood the lesson clearly. So part 1 and part 2 we have completed now. Now all of you take your English note to write your question answers. Okay. Yes, students, take your English note. There are 4 questions in your textbook. So now you start write the answer. Before that, your handwriting should be very neat. Already for the every writing I given this instruction. Your English note should be very neat and your handwriting also very good. Okay. Listen carefully the instruction and follow. So the first question, the old farmer is a kind of person. What evidence of his kindness do you find in the first 2 paragraphs? First, the question you should write with the black pen. Answer, of course, you know the blue pen. After one question, you just want to leave one line. After that, you start the second question. Okay. First question answer. The old farmer was very kind-hearted and loving. He loved and fed off his pet dog as thought it were their own baby. When he went to the fields, he often turned up there so as to give the food to heron bats. Second question. What did the dog to do? Lead the farmer to the hidden goal. Answer. The dog came running to his master. It wanted the man to follow him to a spot. He led them to a place where a lot of gold was buried. Thus, a poor old couple became rich. Question number 3. There are 2 questions. How did the spirit of dog help the farmer first? And second one, how did it help him next? It may be like a long answer type. Okay. First question answer. It means the third one. There are 2 questions given. That is the first question answer is the spirit of dog. The first appeared in the old man's dream. It urged him to cut down the pine tree, make a mortar for the rice pasture, and a hand mill for his bean chores. The farmer followed the instruction and got gold coin. Second one, the dog spirit asked the farmer in his dream to take the ashes to the mill and spread it on the withered tree, make green on. The farmer scratched the ashes on the cherry tree when the landlord passes along the road. The rich landlord gives the many rewards. Thus the way the dog spirit helped the farmer second time. Fourth question. Why did the daimyo reward the farmer but punish his neighbor for the same act? The daimyo rewarded the kind old man for the turning the tree into the scented flowers in a moment, but he punished the wicked man and greedy farmer for scattering foul smelling ash on the tree. That's all. Okay. Thank you, my dear students. So we have completed the prose in this class and given the question answer. You just copy in your English note and start study. The next class we will see 4th unit supplementary reader. Okay. So before that, we just read lesson 4 in supplementary reader. Okay. Next class we can discuss. Thank you.